Hello everybody and welcome back to Half Sword. In today's episode, we're returning to the Gauntlet after a couple of days of vacation in the abyss. I wouldn't call it vacation though. That's the word that popped into mind, and as soon as I said it, I was like, that wasn't a vacation, that was a pain in the ass.
Hold on, please.
I like the Gauntlet a lot better because you don't get jumped on by a bunch of random things. I would be much more interested in doing the Abyss if they add a presence locator to it. Something that allows you to have some kind of an equivalent of what you would have normally in real life, as far as like being able to hear noises behind you, kind of sense that there's people behind you, something. Just some kind of a visual indicator that lets you know that, oh, there's an enemy nearby, so that you don't just get jumped on by people while you're looting chests or in the middle of a fight with somebody else. They just walk up behind you and stab you in the back, or chop you down in the head or something. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of just that particular. I don't mind having to fight multiple people at a time. That's fine. I can live with that. It's the yo. You can chill, dude. It's the getting jumped. It's getting jumped. Oh, what the? Why does that never happen for me? Right? I'm gonna take a second here. Okay? I'm gonna take a second here. Many times I have hit somebody with the haft of that specific axe, pulled back, and I never get any kind of cutting action at all. The boss does it to me. The boss does it to me, and he gets a razor sharp slice somehow. Like, I don't mind things being difficult, but they do need to be fair. Just to show you, damage and damage, the damage is the same for both of these options here, so, you know, it's not a settings problem, the game works one way for the enemies and a different way for me, apparently, so, come on. They really need, again, I'm busy with other things, so I never get around to checking to see if they're even developing this game anymore. It's been a demo for a very long time. I would gladly pay for this game to get a final version, you know, assuming it wasn't like $30 or $40. But, you know, for them to fix the problems that it has, I would really love for them to offer the ability to toggle between chest and head aiming mode, because sometimes you want to go for the torso, other times you want to go for their head or their neck or something like that. Like, I'd like the ability to focus on a specific part of the body. That would be really nice. Maybe making a mouse wheel option or something. That would be cool. It would be really nice if they fixed that so that physics alone wasn't what determined whether you picked something up or not. Like, if I'm close enough to it and I'm looking in its general direction, just pick the damn thing up. I don't need everything to be hyper realistic and physics based. Some things can be, other things need to just be automatic. Alright, let's see if we can move on now. Like, I'm trying to be in a good mood, guys. I really am. I like this game, it's fun. It's just, I really have no patience for unnecessary and unfair things, you know? Like, things should just work. There was a time in this world where things just kind of worked. And we seem long past that, and it's not because it can't work. It's not because things have become too complicated for them to work anymore, because, yeah, things are more complicated now, but it's mostly that people just don't put the time into, like, developing things and designing things and actually making sure that they do the work. Making sure, like, seriously, how does an axe cut me in half when he just pokes me with it? How does an axe cut me, like, chop me to death? He didn't even get a chop in. He just kind of poked it at me. You're not going to get an axe that so razor sharp that just touching me with it kills me. They haven't figured out how to implement different damage models for different weapon types. Other than, like, blunt versus bladed. Like, blades are all treated as just super razor sharp, and hammers are all treated as just blunt weapons. And it's just like, you shouldn't have to worry about, you know, just grazing someone's weapon being a death sentence. Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful, and yeah, you're going to take some damage if you're not careful, but just getting grazed by a weapon should never just kill you. Like, that's stupid. There's no weapon in the world where just touching it is going to lethally kill you. I don't care how sharp the knife is or the sword or whatever. Just touching it or getting sliced slightly by it is not going to insta-kill you. It just doesn't work that way. It just does not work that way. And axes are not, like, I know you have to sharpen them and all that stuff, that's fine, but they're not, especially a woodsman axe like that, you're never going to get that razor sharp. You're just not. It's too big and fat and thick. You're not going to get it razor sharp. If you know anything about blades, you know that you're not going to get an axe as sharp as a sword. It's a chopping weapon, not a slicing one. What is going on here? What is going on? I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening right now. There is just some kind of, like, bad luck fairy running around and just hovering over my character or something. I don't know what it is, but there's just a lot of lucky overhead chops and razor sharp slices to the torso by weapons that shouldn't be able to do that, and just all kinds of stuff happening today. I don't get down. I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, I know some of you are probably like, it's a skill issue, dude. You're probably right, but seriously, man, get off me. Get off me. Get off. Get off. Don't put your meat hooks on me. Do not put your meat hooks on me. You don't get to touch me.
Darn.
You do not get to touch me. Freaking put your hands on me. How dare you? Alright. Alright. Grab ourselves this guy here for the just in case factor. And we'll try to stab him. Alright. Moving on to the peasant tier for the third time. I think for the third time, right? This is our third time in the peasant tier already? I think this is our third time. Oh, here we go again with the freaking...
Gosh.
Come on, down you go. Down you go. Give up. Give up. Give up. There you go.
Seeking we attrou for our people's sake.
The only way you can deal with that sometimes is to just... See, that's how it's supposed to work. I just keep getting unlucky, and I got these guys with long weapons that... Give up. Give up. Give up. No. Give up. I thought he was giving up. I heard noises, so I started pressing the G key thinking he was giving up. Turns out he wasn't giving up. Gotta stay within his range here and just bash him to death. Down you go.
Let us parley rather than perish.
Like, when I hear the speech, my instinct is to just press the G key so we can get through this stuff and move on. But there's a delay, and I forget that there's a delay, and then... No, down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Yeah, that's what you get. You chopped me last time, but no, that ain't happening again. Alright, here we go. Gotta chop this guy in the head. Chop this guy in the head. Just need to get a feint going. See what I mean? Like, a lot of times that would chop your leg off. And I'm sorry, that's just a little bit ridiculous.
Might we not find a path of peace?
Like, weapons are dangerous, but they're not like, you can't, they're hot to the touch dangerous. Like, no, they're not, it's not that bad. Alright, sword tier. Let's find ourselves a good sword. That'll work. Like, I'm not trying to say that, you know, swords aren't...
No!
I'm not trying to say that these weapons aren't dangerous, but they're not like, you know, you would kill yourself on them if they were as dangerous as this game is trying to make it seem like they are. You know, you would kill yourself on them, but just with some stupid freak accident. And while that did happen, it was relatively rare that you killed yourself on your own sword, unless you were trying to. Well, chill out then. Okay, my sword is just not chopping. It's not chopping very well. Finally got him. Jeez. A lot of times I'm able to like slice into their arm and it just insta drops them, but doesn't seem to be chopping as good as it does sometimes. When in doubt, stab them out. I'll take easy wins when I can get them. All right, now we got the boss guy here. He's got way crazy reach on me, so we got to be super careful.
Eggard.
Oh, there's that. I've found that more often than not. Ugh. All right, I gotta get used to. I found that more often than not for that guy, you just gotta kind of get inside his range. You gotta like feint him out, get inside his range, and to just try to slash him to death before he can do anything to it. Or he gets a really lucky return swipe and cuts your head off, and then there's that. So, you know, I'm not gonna complain about that kind of stuff because, you know, that was a realistic kill. He was on the back. He got. I think. Okay, so let me. Before I close out this video, let me say a couple of things as a critique of the game. I think that they need to place limits, regardless of how high you have your mouse sensitivity. I think they need to place limits on how fast weapons are capable of moving, period. I don't care how strong you are. If you have a big two-handed sword like that, you're not flinging it back and forth the way they are in this game. You're swinging it, there's some momentum there, it takes a second to stop the inertia, and then re-vector it back towards your opponent, okay? And so the bigger the weapon, the slower it needs to be. Like the pole arms that we have in this game, I think that those need to be a little bit, those need to take a little bit longer to recover, and the big two-handed swords that we have need to be about as fast as the pole arms are now. Because that's a lot of weight to be moving around on the end of a big pole, and it does take a second to like stop it, recover, turn it back around, and do something else again. If it's just like a spear, like the Asian style spears, that's a little bit different, but these are like, a lot of these are like big, with big halberd like things with big heavy weights on the end of them. And so that's a massive swing that you're doing when you're doing that. And for the two-handed swords, I mean, some of them are relatively lightweight, but the one that guy has, that's a massive freaking two-handed sword, and you're not going whap, 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 whap with that big of a sword. You're just not doing it. So I think they need to adjust the maximum speed that certain things can move, because it's ridiculous that, yeah, he has range on me and I should be afraid of his sword, but once he swings, I should have a decent amount of time to dart in there with my lighter weapon and slash him in the throat or something. Like, it's a little ridiculous that he's able to just immediately go whoom, whoom. That's just ridiculous. But anyways, that's my critique. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go outside of YouTube. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.